Hey, everybody, we are live. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. The first time in 2 years, we're coming back. Season 4, Stuff I Never Knew, Trivia Game Show Podcast. Special guest to get us started tonight, the Live from the Bungalow podcast. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to take my honorary drink if anybody wants to get a sip of whatever they're drinking tonight.
Cheers.
Mama Chia and lime liqueur. Makes perfect sense.
Ice water.
Teach their own.
So if you're out there tonight, we always have some live comments come in. We'll put the comments up during the show. We can plug in the YouTube and Facebook comments. It's a lot of fun. I also love bad answers. Wrong answers are hilarious. If you can make us laugh with a bad answer out there, leave us a comment. I'll show you. Here's a comment that just came in. Woohoo! Just came in.
Ooh.
Brian, welcome back to the show. Brian was on episode 1, the food show. And I think he was the winner. He was the first winner of the first episode way back in 2015, I believe.
Jeez.
I got Joel coming in. Let's goo. I don't know why he wants to goo.
He loves Joel. He loves goo.
Yeah. Classic.
So we're going to meet our guests. We'll meet them fully in the second round. What we do on this show is we get right into it. So, hey, everybody, welcome to the Stuff I Never Knew Trivia Game Show Podcast. This is your weekly trivia game show podcast. Each week, we have 3 to 4 players call in from around the world. They're going to battle it out over 3 rounds of trivia. We got some twists and turns. We're going to eliminate some people, and they're going to be able to fight their way back in. But we're going to get right into it, into round 1. One of the local pizza shops here, Della Cella's, is one of my favorite pizza shops, and they may be sponsoring tonight's episode. So we're going to get right into round 1, and you kind of know the topics going into this. So it's NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a name of a song. You have to tell me, is that song a Backstreet Boys song or an NSYNC song? And the orders I have tonight are Matt, Patrick, and Nate. That's the order we're going to go in. Are you ready?
Makes perfect sense. Let's go.
All right, Matt, over to you. Bye, bye, bye. Is that NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
NSYNC is correct. That's 1 point.
What's up, everybody?
Over to Patrick. I Want It That Way. I Want It That Way. Is that NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
That would be NSYNC.
NSYNC is incorrect. It is Backstreet Boys. Over to Nate. We have Larger Than Life. Is Larger Than Life Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
That is Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet's back. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Back over to Matt. Matt, show me the meaning of being lonely.
Ooh. And I just want to interject here that we had a strict no studying policy, and Nate thought that listening to a Backstreet Boys NSYNC playlist wasn't studying. So I just want to throw that out there that he may have studied for this. That being said, Backstreet Boys final answer.
Yeah, honestly, there really is no studying for this show. It's all curveballs and miscellaneous. And Backstreet Boys is correct. Matt, 2 points on the board so far. Over to Pat. It's gonna be me. Is that NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
That's NSYNC.
And so it's gonna be May. It is NSYNC. Patrick on the board. Over to Nate. Tearing Up My Heart. Nate, you're tearing up my heart. Is that Backstreet Boys? And
I would just like to interject and say that I listened to them on the same playlist, and it was very confusing to me. I mix them up very often. So that being said, Tearing Up My Heart is Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys is incorrect. It's NSYNC.
Ooh, tough.
Told you.
I'll teach you to study.
Yep.
Back over to Matt. I Want You Back. I Want You Back. Is that NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Talking a lot of crap to not get this one. NSYNC.
NSYNC. I Want You Back is correct. Matt with the sweep on first round. 3 points for Matt. Over to Patrick.
Grew up in the 90s.
We've Got It Going On. we've got it going on. Is that Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. Correct. 2 points for Patrick. Nate, last one. I drive myself crazy.
I drive myself crazy. That is Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys is incorrect.
Of course it is.
We also have a first for everybody tonight. We finished out round one. We have a live scoring sheet here. I have Matt with 3, Patrick with 2, and Nate with 1. We've got some real technology going on in this new season. So we got a 3-2-1. So what that means is, Matt, you've won the choice to go first, second, or third. You're going to pick the order of round 2. Do you want to go first?
Okay, this is a point of contention.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I think that third is the best pick, so I'll pick third.
All right. And then who do you want to go first?
I'm going to put Pat first. Because Pat always complains during our podcast that he has to pick last. So go ahead and go first, Pat. Let's see what happens.
There we go. Got a little nice comment on the scoreboard here coming in from the internet. So we had Matt's going to go third. Who was first? I'm sorry.
Pat. That'll be Pat.
Pat is going first, and Nate is third. So before we get into round 2, this is where we meet our guests. This is the first time I'm literally meeting them 5 minutes before the show started. They got on the call, and then we went right into the live stream. So I've never even met them. I've listened to some of their podcasts, and I've seen some of this thing, just hilarious things they post on Instagram. So I want to welcome to the show officially, live from the Beach Bungalow. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Great to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
What's that?
Thanks for inviting us.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
We don't get invited very often.
No. Or invited back, actually.
Well, yeah, this should be it. This is the end before you know it. Tell me a little bit, how'd you get started with the show, and tell us, everybody at home, what's it about?
Okay, well, basically, we're 3 friends who've known each other for a long time, and to kill our day at work, everyone has to kill their days at work. We had a group thread where we were always doing these crazy drafts with each other, and just the wackiest stuff. Which cartoon characters do you want as your best friend? What kind of stuff would you want to blast into space? Stuff like that. We thought, this is really funny. We should record it, and so everybody can laugh along with us. So we decided about a year ago, get together and do the podcast, and it's been a lot of fun. Some challenges, specifically with some of us and our audio, but I'm not going to point fingers at the other 2 people in the podcast. But what beach is the bungalow located at? Do you want to take that one, Nate?
Yeah. So the way Matt and I really got to get really close is that we lived down to URI, the University of Rhode Island, and we lived together. And that is the house that we called the Beach Bungalow. We actually had a Facebook page back in 2009 that we called the Beach Bungalow, and we would just kind of write random stuff that we would do that day, or really funny stories that would happen to us when we were in college. And so we decided to expand a couple years or last year, and just make this podcast. So to answer your question, it's South Kingston, Rhode Island is where the beach is.
And how many episodes do you have out so far?
We're almost hitting 50. This will be 48 this week, I think. So it's been almost a year. It's been good. Right. We've got every Friday we get one out.
Nice. And where can everybody find it at?
We're everywhere podcasts are available. So iTunes, Spotify, we're on Pandora. Google has a new podcast thing that they launched. So we're on Google, basically anywhere. And
you can find us on Twitter at Bungalow Live Pod, Instagram, Live from the Beach Bungalow, Facebook. That's my sign off on every episode. So it's kind of ingrained in my head.
Well, are you ready to continue on this trivia battle?
Yes.
All right, we're going to put Pat in the hot seat, but before I get out, let me explain round 2 to you. In round 2, there's 3 categories, and everybody's going to get 1 question from the same 3 categories. And at the end, there's a 5-point bonus question. And all that simply is I give you a category, and you have to name 5 things that fit in that category. But the catch is you're on the clock, and you have to do it in 10 seconds. So it's usually pretty basic things. You'll like it, like, name 5 things in your spice cabinet, go, and then 10 seconds, and you got to figure that out. So Your categories tonight for round 2. Pat, you're going into the hot seat. Round 2 is Tri-Bonds, history, and holiday. So you got 3 categories. Now, a Tri-Bond, just to give you an example of what a Tri-Bond is I'm going to give you 3 words, and those 3 words tie together. So, for example, if I say tree, elephant, and car, what do all 3 of those things have in common?
They are all modes of transportation.
That's right. I took a tree into work this morning.
Yep.
But a tree, elephant, and a car all have a trunk. They all have a trunk, so you can see how they tie together. So I think you're going to do great. I got nothing to worry. I'm not worried. No, I'm not worried if you're not worried. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Your Tri-Bond is a storm, a needle, a potato. What ties those 3 things together? A storm, a needle, a potato.
They all have eyes.
Eyes is correct. Correct. First point in round 2. And your history question. In 1961, where did JFK say the U.S. should commit to landing a man before the decade was out?
I believe that he said, we are going to put a man on the moon.
That is correct. And I would almost give an extra point for the impression, but I can't. So now here we go. A holiday, true or false? Oh, these are all Christmas true or false questions. So your third question will be Christmas true or false. So you can see the level of difficulty we're at already. True or false? Up on the Housetop is considered the first holiday song to focus on Santa.
False.
Well, I mean, that might be a typo too. It's also Up on the Rooftop.
Oh.
I think it's the same song. I may have a typo.
Yeah, I'm sticking with false. I'm very confident about it.
Well, you shouldn't though. I gave you the chance to switch it. You should have taken it. It's true. You got 2 points so far. Now it's where you get 5 points. So you can get up to 8 points total in this round. Let me get my timer set up here. You're going to have 10 seconds. I'm going to give you a name 5 category. I'll tell you what the category is. And as soon as I read it, the timer starts. Okay. So I'm going to say name 5 and give you the category, and the timer's going to start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Pat, name 5 items forbidden to take on an airplane and go.
A gun, a bomb, fireworks, liquids above 5 ounces, a lion, an elephant, a car.
Time. You got 5. You got all 5 points there. Let me get you entered into the scoreboard. You had 2 and 5 in the bonus round.
Make sure you check your lion.
9 points. So, hey, if it fits in the category, I accept it. You got 9 points. And we're going to move. Go ahead.
It's actually another thing that a tree, an elephant, and a car all have in common. So,
That's right.
That was a trick answer. Trick question earlier. So.
You can't take probably all the Tri-Bonds could be answered. But you can't take them on an airplane. All right, we're moving to Nate into the hot seat. Nate, are you ready?
I am.
All right, you got 1 point so far. You can get 8 more total and tie. You're still in this. You can be in first place here. Your Tri-Bond question: green, bread, moolah.
Those are all terms for money.
They're all slang expressions for money, exactly how I have it written there.
Nice.
Your history question: what famous U.S. bank robbers had the surname Parker and Barrow?
I have to go with Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde is correct.
Ooh.
And your holiday true or false, hopefully there's no typos this time. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was first recorded by the singing cowboy Roy Rogers.
I will say false.
False is Correct. 3 points. Was that a sweep? You just swept the first 3 questions. Let's see how you do with your Name 5. I'm sure this is one of your favorite stores. I'm going to give you the Name 5 category. I'm going to start the clock as soon as I tell you what it is, and you have 10 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
I have name 5 products you can buy at Bed Bath & Beyond and go.
Bed, pillow, sheets, shower curtain, shower head. You can buy a foot massager. You can buy lotions. You can buy. Oh,
and you got 7. Well, I can only accept 5, but guess what, Nate? You are in a tie with first place. Let's go to the scoreboard. We have the live scoring here on the live stream. We are tied, Pat and Nate, with 9 points each. Matt, it's coming down to you. We're going to have a tiebreaker, actually, no matter what. Wow. Let's see. Or maybe not. Depends on if Matt chokes.
There's still hope.
I know to do that.
Yeah. So, Matt, you have 8 points available to you. You have 3 already. This would definitely put you in the first place. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Your Tribon is Mr. Green, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard.
Clue characters, Jeff. Final answer. Lock it in.
Lock it in. It is correct. Your history question. Which civil rights campaigner was awarded the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize?
Had to hit me with that one. Martin Luther King Jr. Has to be.
Luther King locked in.
Lock it in, baby.
Lock it in.
I'm in Atlanta right now. So.
Is correct.
Hey.
You got it. Over to your holiday true or false. The song Blue Christmas originated in the Christmas special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I don't remember that song from Rudolph. I watch Rudolph every year, so.
Well, luckily the answer is a 50-50 guess.
Yep, that's true. This is true. I'm weighing all the options at this point. I'll say false.
False is correct. Correct. You swept the first 3 questions there. We're going to do your Name 5 questions. Yeah, what do you think of the hot seat?
It's hot.
It's way more stressful than you think it is.
Yeah, it's easier to not be in the hot seat.
Palms are sweating.
We had a request from home. Matt needs to put some sleeves on. Who does he think he is? Pat? Yep.
Okay.
I have sleeves today.
All right. Are you ready?
And it clearly says I'm Pat in Pat Square. So we all know that.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Your Name 5. I'm going to give you the category. Start the clock as soon as I finish reading it. Matt, name 5 things that people put into rented storage lockers and go.
Their grills, their furniture, patio furniture, possibly. Clothing, spare clothing, winter clothes, summer clothes.
Uh-oh.
Spring clothes.
We have...
That was a fast 10 seconds.
I told you. Let's go to that scoreboard. We got 3 points in the first one, and I got you 3 of the 5.
Oh, no.
Name 5. We have a 3-way tie.
Classic.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and you know what? We lucked out. I wrote 9 final questions. So the final round gets a little crazy.
Okay.
So if this wasn't that crazy, let's see how this final round goes. I'm going to leave all of us up on the screen because I'm going to need you to call in. Oh, let me start over. This will be edited. That's why we edit. This is why we edit. We're going to go to the final round. And what happens in the final round, all 3 are going to play. We have a 3-way tie. Everybody has 9 points. So everybody's going to play this round. And we're going to rotate the same order that we were before. Oh, I lost my page. We're going to go Matt, Patrick, and Nate. Or we'll go with the same order as round 2. Dun, 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 dun.
Pat.
All right, here we go. All right. All right, we're in the final round here. We have all three players in a three-way tie. Matt, Nate, and Patrick. They're all going to battle it out. We have 9 questions, and we're going to do a 3-2-1 bonus format. So each of you are going to take the turn, the same rotation as round 2. We'll go Patrick, Nate, and Matt. So when it's Patrick's turn first, I'm going to give him a category. And I'm going to start to read 3 answers that will give you what the actual answer to the question, or 3 clues that give you the answer to what the question is. If you answer it correctly on the first clue, that's worth 3 points. If you get it on the second clue, it's worth 2 points. And on the last clue, it's worth 1 point. Now, at any time when it's not your turn, either Nate or Matt can buzz in by saying their name. So if I read the question, I read clue 1, and Pat, you don't answer or guess, Matt or Nate can yell, they can buzz in and try to steal it.
Okay.
If they're right, they get the 3 points. If they're wrong, they lose the 3 points. So there's a little reward happening here.
Okay.
Okay. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Pat, you are first. We're looking for a successful pop artist. Which successful pop artist? And this is for Pat. Now, you can, if you answer, it locks them out. So if you take a guess, it locks them out. You can't buzz in once it's your turn and you guess. It locks everybody out. A lot of rules. I think you'll be fine.
Oh, we're good.
All right. Here we go. We had a little good work with the numbers there, Jeff.
Yeah, you're killing it with numbers.
This is a palm tree.
All right, here we go. Pat, which successful pop artist? He co-wrote the charity single "We Are the World" with Lionel Richie. And Nate and Matt can buzz in with their names.
I'm gonna go with David Bowie.
David Bowie's incorrect, but that locks out anybody else from guessing. That's a good strategy, taking 10 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. The second clue for 2 points. The Guinness Book of World Records named him the most successful entertainer of all time.
Oh, God.
Can I buzz in?
You can say your name.
Michael Jackson.
Matt.
Oh, you said Michael Jackson. That's how you do it, Matt. You said your name, but you were too late. Pat gets Pat gets 2 points.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. Does everybody feel confident now? They know how this works?
Yeah.
I've been confident.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to go over to Nate. Nate, which historical barrier? We're looking for a historical barrier. Your first clue for 3 points. It was constructed in 1961.
The Berlin Wall.
Matt.
Berlin Wall is correct, Nate. With
If only I didn't have to say my name.
You got to
Matt,
be.
you weren't.
Next
you
time
weren't
you don't have
constructed
to.
in 1961.
All right. You can also pre-guess. If you pre-guess, I'll give you 4 points, and that's always fun too. But you lose 4
Guessing has been
points.
a big issue for me.
You lose 4 points as well.
Okay.
All right, Patrick. Or I'm sorry. All right, Matt. This question is for you. We're looking for a TV personality. I don't have the answer to this one. Let's see.
Ooh. Make it up as we go.
Yeah. You can lie. We won't know.
Hold on.
Just any?
Nate.
Oh, okay. I know who this is. Good thing I wrote these questions, right? All right, Matt. Are you ready for your question?
Let's do it.
We're looking for a TV personality. Which TV personality? He played himself in an episode of Frasier.
I've seen every episode of Frasier.
You got a pre-guess coming in with Joey.
It's possible. Yeah, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil is correct.
Wow.
Correct. Let's go over to that scoreboard. Right now, we got 3, 2, and 3 points right now. Pat falling behind just a little bit, but Nate and Matt in there with 12 points apiece. We're going to the second round of the 3-2-1 bonus, and we're going back to Patrick. We're looking for a lake.
Perfect.
Which lake? for 3 points. It is the third largest freshwater lake on Earth.
That would be Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan, incorrect, but no penalty. You took your guess, but you locked everybody out. For 2 points, it's the second largest of the Great Lakes.
Nate.
That would be Lake Superior.
Nate buzzed in for the steal.
Huron.
Huron is correct, and Nate just stole 2
Oh my
points.
God!
He locked you out, and we're going.
You're
to
lucky. You got
Nate.
it wrong anyway.
What'd you say? What was Pat's answer?
He said Superior. It's the
Lake
largest.
Superior.
That would be the largest.
What constitutes a lake, though? Am I right?
Stupid.
Well, if it's a lake, it's a lake.
Yeah. All right. So this is Nate's question. He just stole 2 points, and we're going to Nate. We're looking for an animal.
Oh.
Which animal, Nate? It has a digestive system of a carnivore, although it's 99% herbivore.
Panda.
Panda is correct. We have a runaway going on here. Nate
Oh
just
my
stole
God.
a 5-point swing here.
Oh my God!
Up to Matt. We're looking for a famous American director and producer.
Ooh.
All right. Look, Jack remembers the old rules from the old season. The old rules have not changed, and neither has me not knowing what's going on. That's also part of the show. Up to Matt. Matt, you're 3-2-1. Which famous American director producer? His first film was THX 1-1.
George Lucas.
George Lucas is correct. Not even waiting around.
I actually made a really funny George Lucas tweet earlier, and you noticed.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was like scientists mess around with human embryos. It goes terribly, and I said, "Who edited it? George Lucas, because he edited the shot in the Star Wars." I thought it was really.
It's funnier as a tweet, though.
Saying it didn't sound very good, but
And we got a comment in from the audience. Just wanted to make sure that Pat asked, "What is a lake anyway?" And Christopher let him know the exact definition there.
I'd like to report that comment for bullying.
All right, well, bully no more. You each have one question left. Should we go to the scoreboard here?
Yes,
I'm gonna
please.
add- I got to add 3 here. We got 6. We have 2 more. That's 4 and 5. Wait, how did that happen? No,
I
wait,
think
hold
I
on.
got those 2.
No, I don't think so.
Wait, hold on. Wait. 5 plus.
Jeff, you're doing great with numbers.
You have 8. You have 8 total. There we go. That's right. Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, Pat didn't get any points, but
Well, we can look at the tape. Who's to say whether I got points or not?
Is that what you think it is? Like that?
well, that definitely looks more
Maybe keep
accurate.
it-
That seems accurate.
All right, I definitely have 6 for Matt. Yeah, I think just 2 for Pat.
Yeah.
And 8 because he had the 5-point steal in the second round there. Big score
Yeah,
by
that was big. That was
Huge.
big.
big score by Nate.
What's
So
the
it's
record score here? Am I
Don't worry
approaching?
about it.
Oh, I have no idea. It's literally different every time we play this. So
So maybe.
you each have one question remaining. This is it. We're gonna go over to Patrick. Big
I'm
swing
ready.
here. You got to be aggressive this round, Patrick. You might have to go for some steals and some gambles.
It's my middle name.
Steals and gambles. All right, here we go. Steals and gambles. Which famous American film producer and director? We're looking for another one of these guys. Are you ready?
You should pre-guess.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You got to pre-guess.
Oh, yeah. Official Jack was on a previous show. He says he got 2,000 points one time.
Wow.
So,
I want to go head to head with Jack. I think we should get him.
I don't. He got 2,000 points one time.
but
I'll see what he's
Jack
got.
Jack is also the only player to ever finish with negative points. So keep that in mind as well.
So
It's our
far.
cumulative score.
All right, here we go. Final round. Over to Patrick. Which famous American film producer and director during World War II, his studios created numerous training or morale boosting films for the military?
Yep. Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin, incorrect, but you locked them out finally. Second clue for 2 points here. His company used to have severe restrictions regarding the facial hair of male employees.
Matt. I'm just going to gamble. I'm going to say Walt Disney.
Walt Disney for the steal. For 2 points is correct.
Oh my God.
Matt with the 2-point steal.
I thought it was the Yankees.
All right, over to Nate. We're looking for a TV show. A series of Volkswagen commercials called V-Dub were created as a parody of this show. We're looking for a TV show.
Joey.
Incorrect, but solid guess. The second clue for 2 points. The original U.S. version was hosted by Exhibit.
Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride with the authority is correct.
I was expecting the steal.
Let's go to the scoreboard here. We're adding 2 points to Matt, and we're adding 2 points to Nate. So this really comes down to Matt getting that first clue if he wants to win, or to force a tie by getting it in 2 points. And this last question is for Matt, but anybody could steal. Actually, hold on. We do have one other rule. Pat, you can't steal. You are mathematically eliminated.
He knew it. He knew I was coming to ruin the game.
Oh, so do you want to? If you guess, I'll let you. Pat's in on the first clue only. You can try to steal it, but after that, Pat, you're eliminated.
That's fine.
You can be a spoiler tonight.
I won't make a guess just to screw Matt over.
You would never do that.
Well, then you're out. I really wanted you to screw him. All right, here we go.
Screw me.
This is for Matt. This is for all the marbles on this first clue. Matt, which infamous civil disturbance? The 2003 film Dark Blue is set during the event. For the win.
Dark Blue is set during the event. It says, you said it's an infamous civil disturbance, and I'm going to guess what the disturbance is.
That is correct.
I'll say 9/11. That was the disturbance.
Did you call in Matt? You're supposed to say your name.
No, I said Pat.
Oh, Pat for the steal.
I'm going to guess the LA riots.
The LA riots for the steal, and the ultimate spoiler is correct.
Yes.
You just
So not
walked back
9/11.
from winning, and Nate is going to be our winner tonight. What a game! It came down to the last one. We'll give Pat his 3 points, so 5 total. You're still dead last on our scoreboard, but what a game. You had it. We have Matt with 17, Pat with 14, Nate, the big winner.
Yes.
From the Beach Bungalow, live from the Beach Bungalow
Live.
podcast. You got to come back. Will you come back and defend your title?
Of course.
Yeah.
Whenever you want me, Jeff.
Anytime. Well, you can battle everybody. You can battle Matt and Pat again.
And Jack.
And Jack, we want to bring Jack in?
Jack wants to smoke.
Jack wants Jack.
Can he
Jack's
take the heat?
great. Jack's been on a ton of shows.
Great.
He just complimented you, Nate. And you want to take him on after he just complimented you?
The lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Can you block him?
He doesn't mean that, Jack. That
And
was
I'm out.
mean. That's minus points. That was mean. That was mean.
minus
Pat and I
points.
tied for the win. That was
All
mean.
right.
We don't do mean on the bungalow.
We're gonna
Jack,
do
you're
it.
welcome in the bungalow. We make fun of Nate on the bungalow, just so everyone knows. So
Yeah.
he might be
I'm the
tough here,
loser.
but yeah.
The draft lottery for the next episode. Well, we have I have 4 episodes already scheduled for June. I'll be back Tuesday of this week, Tuesday and Thursday of next week, and June 30th. All new guests each week. But we're gonna be back and cycling in more guests more often. But we'll loop you guys who have been a phenomenal guests. Maybe one of my favorite shows is getting a whole podcast together and having them battle against each other. I like that dynamic. And you guys were great tonight. Everybody, check out Live from the Beach Bungalow podcast. Any final words you want to say?
If you guys want another competition show, we have a Geography Bee episode where Nate and Pat take each other on and they do geography stuff, and it goes much worse than this. Much worse.
And yet again, I'm at an unfair disadvantage.
What was the disadvantage?
That he said himself.
I lost, so you tell me.
Well, spoiler, but thanks for having us, Jeff. That was great.
This was a blast. I'm going to do something we've never done before. I'm going to publish the link to the show. Let's do a small little after show. If you guys have a couple minutes,
I'd love to.
I'm putting it up there on Facebook and YouTube Live right now. If you want to join us, and we'll do a little after show. What did you like? Because we've been on hiatus for 2 years. I haven't really run this format in 2 years. If you'd like to click the link and come on the show, we'll do a quick after show. You can meet Live from the Beach Bungalow, and give us some feedback. How to go? Were you pulling for anybody in particular? And there's always a little delay, so we'll give a few seconds there. Click the link. Join us live right now. The link is in the live feed stream. The comments. No, Jack. Let's still keep it clean. After shows are still clean.
That was our question.
Yeah, that was the toughest part of this.
You guys did great. I don't think I'll have to do any of the whoop that I always put in there. Whoop.
The toughest
I was worried going into it.
Yeah,
and
the toughest part for me is not talking over you, Jeff, which I literally just did to prove my point.
A little side note, I'm going to provide them with the same whoop that I use to censor, and you may hear it on the Live from the Beach Bungalow podcast. So if anybody's out there, I know sometimes on Facebook Mobile, that link it's hard. You can't click links in the comment stream. If anybody wants to join us, hop on in. I'll put you live on the show right now.
Got to get Jack on here.
We'll have a quick little after. You're trying to get Jack. You got to meet Jack.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. So, what else do you have? What do you have coming up in some of the? You said 48, 49, and 50 are coming out shortly. What are you covering on those shows?
We have a couple ideas for some shows. Should we tell them some ideas for our future shows coming up?
It's tough because we record it live every Friday.
That's right. Well, we're gonna do an episode dedicated to you this Friday, so we'll just throw that out there. Well, not specifically to you, but like you, kinda you adjacent. We're gonna do a Stuff I Never Knew theme.
It's an overweight, middle-aged guys who podcast from their basement.
That's every episode.
Yeah, a closet for me. I go in the closet. It's great audio in there.
Yeah.
Well, we do have some exciting things coming up. We're trying to launch a website. We don't have a website yet, but it might be coming soon.
Maybe.
Tune in to see when that happens.
I bet it was probably hard to get live from the beachbungalow.com. And
turns out really easy.
We got .gov.
.limo.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming on the show today. Thank you so much, Matt, Pat, and Nate. This has been a blast. I'm sure you're going to be a crowd favorite once this show publishes. Look for the audio version on any podcast service that you listen to. It'll be out this Sunday, whatever that date is. What was it? 14 plus 7, 21, right? June 21st, you'll hear this show live on your favorite podcast player, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and a couple other ones. So, I thought somebody asked the question. So that's it. You guys have anything else?
No one wants to join us?
No. I know that on the mobile live stream for Facebook, I don't think links even work.
Trust me, I know there's tech issues. I'm sure everyone's trying to get in at the same time. They're crossing links.
You're just trying to make it okay because you had tech issues.
Tech can be a problem.
It took me 20 minutes to get on.
Yeah, I couldn't find the link because I was going to join. So
Again?
That would work for me. Yeah, I was going to join twice.
Well, that would create a great echo. That's the kind of sound effect we're looking for.
Yeah,
Dang,
then you
I
might have
couldn't ruin
enough
this
points.
show too.
Oh, wait a second. Almost.
Here we go.
They're still authorizing their permissions. We have Dan Haskins.
Hey!
No.
Oh, no.
And goodbye.
He's got to authorize his camera first. So he may not want to do
Dan-
that.
Dan just wants to come and plug his podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It was we were on a tabletop game podcast like 5 weeks ago.
Isn't there only like Miss Pac-Man? How many tabletop games are there?
Well, we played Lasers and Feelings, which is like a role-playing game.
Oh, I thought you meant like old Pizza Huts in the 80s.
No. More Dungeons and Dragons.
That's how old I am.
Less Pac-Man.
Tabletop means Pac-Man.
So let's get down to business here while we have a minute. What is this pizza that you were talking about earlier? We're big pizza guys here.
Oh, let's see.
Huge pizza guys.
All right. So the story about this is it's an old gas station that this guy I think he was a school teacher, decided he didn't want to make pizza anymore, or didn't want to teach kids anymore. Who cares about the future? And he started making this pizza, and he sells it in like a shirt box. If you ever gone to like Macy's or J.C. Penney's and you buy a dress shirt, you'll get pizza that comes in a shirt box.
Wow.
And it's amazingly incredible. So hold on, let me get a.
Does he do it shaped like a shirt? Because
No, he
that's just
actually,
marketing 101.
Yeah, that would be amazing. He actually pre-bakes the shells.
Oh.
Okay, and then like when you go in, you order it by the square. Let's see if I can.
Oh, I want this.
So if you see up here,
Oh wow!
Oh.
Wow!
it just comes in a shirt. There's no topping. Let's see if I can get a full. Can you see that? Oh, wait.
So can you get toppings on it? Like, can you do like half cheese, half polyester?
Like a blend almost.
Yeah.
Let me find a better. I got a better picture come up here. The technology. This should be a little bit better. Did that work?
Ooh.
Oh, I'd eat
That
that.
looks good.
No, wait.
That looks good.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's a grunt. Like it's a grunt pizza. It's not. There's nothing spectacular about it,
Mhm.
but it's
But
amazing.
the best pizzas are like that. Now, are you getting a good crisp when you bite in? It looks crispy.
Uh-oh, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hello.
Dan,
You're live.
Hi.
you're the first guest on an after show that we've never done before. A lot of firsts tonight. We had live scoring. We have Dan Haskins, and Nate actually used the computer for the first time.
And won.
What's going on, Dan?
I just wanted to pop in to say I'm disappointed in Pat's performance, but not surprised.
That's hurtful.
As Dan's brother chimes in to double tap him with the pizza insult.
You can see it. Like, you see the bullying, right? You see what I go through all the time.
Yeah, it's a tragic.
It ain't easy being Pat.
Yeah.
And yeah, burnt pizza is the
I
best.
think it was a really good show.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, the guys are great. So they help make it. So that's what makes a good show, is that good chemistry that the three of them have. And that transfers over to the Live at the Beach Bungalow podcast. 48 episodes available on your favorite podcast service.
Jeff is putting in work for us.
Yeah,
He must like
I know,
us.
right?
I know.
I'm just
I have to
excited to
say-
be back. I haven't done this in 2 years.
Yeah, and that's disappointing us. I know I binged a bunch of episodes. I loved all of them of your show, and yeah, Nate did too. And Pat, I don't know if Pat put in the time, but
Well,
No,
it
I'm not a
shows.
cheater, so I didn't study and I didn't listen to past episodes.
Yeah,
I'll listen
it
to
shows.
them now.
If you would have listened to the old
Have you ever
episodes,
studied?
if you would have listened to the older episodes, you'd realize that there was no need to study.
Mate.
Studying
There's
is
just
not
need
an
to drink.
advantage.
oh my god.
Well, this has been great. I'm so glad to be back. This will be edited down to like a 25, 30-minute episode, and we'll have it out this week. Live from the Beach Bungalow podcast. Thank you 1,000 times again for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having me.
Dan.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
It's special guest Dan.
No problem. Just came by to insult Pat.
All right. Hang in there. I'm signing off there. Good night, everybody.
Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, I didn't